Hello, and welcome back for another Monday Live. Tonight, we are going to make a quick lemon herb marinade, which is perfect for springtime. It's light, it's bright, it's light, it's lemony, it's citrusy. It is bursting full of fresh springtime flavor, and it goes great on any protein or any vegetable that you'd like to quickly, in less than 30 minutes, marinate and then throw on the grill or roast or do a quick pan sear. So let's get started. All right. So here we have, I'm going this evening. We have, of course, the star of the show, the lemon, right? Lemons, as we know, are packed with vitamin C. And they are also packed with vitamin C. Vitamin C, what does vitamin C do for us? It boosts our immune system, promotes healthy skin, plus the acidic nature also aids in digestion and detoxification. One of my favorite things to do in the evening if I'm feeling a little that feeling. If you've maybe had, some heavier meals, or if you're just, kind of digestively, then I just juice a whole lemon into maybe 6 to 8 ounces of water with lots of ice, and I perk up pretty much right away and feel great the next morning. So an easy digestive aid, fresh lemons. And then from my Arrow garden, we have basil. There we go. Genovese basil, the Italian basil. And I've got some parsley, fresh curly parsley. And then, of course, lots of dill. If any of you have done Arrow gardens, you know that the dill likes to take over. So this next time around, when I do my herb assortment, I will be choosing not dill to go in there and add maybe thyme and rosemary and a couple of other things. So along with fresh herbs. Why do we want to use fresh herbs? Well, they're packed full of antioxidants, and they are also rich in vitamins and minerals. They're anti-inflammatory, and they can even help to lower blood pressure and also improve your digestion. So while you can certainly use dried herbs, and remember that's half as much as the fresh version, it is always better nutritionally to use the fresh. And of course, we're going to use a little bit of garlic, and then sea salt and some cracked black pepper to bring it all together. And where's my olive oil? Hold on. And of course, our olive oil. Olive oil is a heart-healthy fat full of monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, helps reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol levels, and also protects against heart disease. So do you see a trend? All of these things, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, help with digestion, help with heart, blood sugar, all the good stuff that we want them to help with. So a great marinade. You can even make this ahead if you don't want to make it just before putting it on your proteins or your veg. You can also make it ahead, store it in the fridge in an airtight container for up to 2 weeks. So I am going to angle the camera down just a little bit, and so you can see the chopping board, and we're going to get started. So here we go. All right. I think you can see. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do, I have my zester, my favorite knife, a Santoku knife. It's the Japanese one. The first thing we're going to do is chop those herbs. So what I like to do with the dill fronds is to just run my fingers up like this, and they come right off the stem. Same thing with the parsley, just like that. Oh, I wish there was smell-o-vision. Which chef on TV was it that talked about smell-o-vision? Because as I am pulling these fresh herbs off their stems, they're releasing their oils and smelling amazing. All right, here we go. We got dill, parsley. Let's get some basil in there, and whatever else fresh you might have in your garden. I probably wouldn't add mint to this. You could add a little rosemary. You could definitely add some thyme. There we go. Just gather all of that into a little package like this. And then we're just going to run our knife through it. Okay, just like this. First a chiffonade, and watch your fingers. And then we're going to pull it up again. Go crosswise. Here we go. Now remember, the more finely you can get it chopped, the more flavor, the more of those oils in the herbs are released into your marinade. So you could even spin this in your food processor along with the garlic, the lemon, drizzle in the olive oil if you wanted to. But I always, this is one of the best things to do with the knife, is to run it through your herbs. So satisfying. All right, here's our bowl. All right, put all those in here. Here we go. Make sure we get all the little pieces up. All right. Now for, let's do the garlic next. Now, if you have a whole garlic bulb like this, you want to take the heel of your hand and just press it down. There we go. And that will loosen. You just want one clove. There we go. Easiest way to peel a garlic clove is to, well, the peel came off. You want to take off the end and then smash. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Smash it. And then mince. Same with the garlic as we did with the herbs. Back and forth. There we go. Oh, nothing like fresh garlic. So tell me, as I'm chopping, what herbs have you started in your own garden? And what are you looking forward to growing this growing season? Now, for the lemon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the zest, and I'm also going to add the juice. So the zest first, because if I juice it first, then it's going to be really hard to do the juice. So tell me, what are your favorite things to grill? Drop it down below. What would you see yourself using this marinade on? Vegetables, fish, chicken. There we go. Oh, so bright. So perfumey, just filling the entire kitchen. All right, so we've got, there we go, 2 halves. Squeeze this into the bowl. Okay. Now, an easy trick to get more juice out of your lemon is actually to take a fork and then twist it around in there. There's one. And here's a second one. This is actually a pretty large lemon. So between the zest and the juice, we're going to get lots and lots of flavor. You could also add some chives in here, little onion flavor. Here we go. Okay. Next, we're going to drizzle in some olive oil. You want it to be about half and half, or I like it to be about half and half. And I like my marinades and dressings a little bit on the acidic side. I'm going to put some salt in here. There we go. Salt brings out the flavor. We want to add just enough. Here, put some pepper. There we go. And then we're going to mix that up. Oh, man, that smells delicious. I can't wait for you to try this. All right. There we go. There we go. Oop, camera. All right. Let me angle back up. There we are. So here we go. Here we have our marinade. Delicious. I'm going to use this on some roasted vegetables tomorrow and probably some chicken. And of course, as it sits, more of the flavors will come out. It'll be a little bit more aromatic, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more, a little bit more citrusy. So, but don't store it for too long in your fridge before you use it. It is best if you use this, stick it in a Ziploc bag, stick it, mix it with your proteins that 30 minutes or so before you actually cook. So, let me know. Quick lemon herb marinade. I hope you decide to use this in your springtime cooking ventures. So until next time, cook, savor, and thrive. Thanks so much for joining me.